Hello and welcome back to my continued look of Guild Wars 2. I am the Namekian, and we just got done creating a human thief player, and now we are booted out to the tutorial area. And same with as the char, I would have liked to have seen more effect other than what we see here. Basically, there's no real big change if there was rain or not. Splashed it in your face, you know, somewhat, or
please, I need your help.
Just give some effect that it's actually happening in the environment than just seeing it. Again, from a programming standpoint, I understand why they can't make every as the rain drops on the ground or whatever, but still some recognition that it's raining would be nice. So right off the bat, I can definitely tell that the melee combat is far more easier to pick up than the range. It feels a lot more fluid. It could be because of it being a thief, and the thief is faster than I would suspect a guardian or a warrior to be. But it is very easy to. It's a lot more fluid than, should I say, than the ranger or even the engineer. And I know for those that have followed the Guild Wars development, have probably seen this scene a whole lot more than the Norn or the Char. But I do have to say that it feels epic. It feels like something's going on. Again, this is the first, you know, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes of actually playing. The first thing that you do when you're booted out of the character tutorial or creation screen. It just makes it very, very interesting to play. It makes you not feel like a glorified exterminator or anything like that. You feel like you're actually doing something, which is unique in itself, and even more unique to have it right off the bat.
Please, I need your help. Everybody get to the inn. We can protect you at the inn.
And once again, it puts to shame the Norn beginning. I don't mean to keep on harping on this, but it just the Norn just doesn't seem as epic of a start. If anything, the Norn feels more like your traditional, where you're going and killing a certain amount of enemies or whatever, and then coming back. And not to say that this is just the beginning. I'm gonna take it later on. It just feels like Char and the human have definitely had more time spent with them than the Norn.
Sergeant, there are more centaurs on the other side of town. Captain Thackeray's calling for reinforcements at the garrison.
If he's calling for help, it must be serious, but I can't spare anyone.
I'll go.
Captain Thackeray's never failed Divinity's reach. If I can help him, I will.
Balthazar bless you. That's the spirit that'll win this war. Good luck.
Just like the Char's beginning sections, this fight, this defending. Granted, I came in a little bit late, hence why I got the bronze medal there, but it makes it far more epic to have so many playable characters in there with you doing it. It would be a bit. I can see where it'd be a bit more boring doing this on your own, but having others doing it with you, it just makes it even more entertaining. And I know that there's been a lot of complaints about the particle effects and everything going on in the middle of a fight. Yes, I can see where that would get annoying to find out what the heck is going on, especially as a melee fighter. But, you know, that's what I would expect in a battle when you're fighting, 10 centaurs surrounded all around you. I would expect it to be a kind of a chaotic mess and finding where to go. Now, perhaps for the melee abilities or something, to have something like a focused or something where you can kind of narrow your view and what's going on, but I don't mind the chaos. It kind of adds to what you're trying to do.
Enough of this. Take down the leader. You think you can defeat me?
And we've got the big boss battle for the human era. Kind of feel bad for that one ranger and his bear there, getting stuck in the cinematic while getting thrown back.
What is that? It's huge.
Still getting thrown back. And I get thrown back, I believe. Yep. And just like my Norn, I become pitiful. One hit kill. I didn't even see that huge gear coming. I thought I was doing good because I avoided the trap, but apparently not so much. And I got revived thanks to another player. And then I quickly discover that I'm kind of useless in this fight. I don't know if it's because where I'm attacking or how I'm attacking or whatever, but I can't really seem to do a whole lot of damage to them, to at least the big boss. So I concentrate more on the minions and seeing if there's anyone I can revive. This is just all the effects and everything going around. It's just plain awesome. And again, this is less than 10 minutes in.
It's not dead yet. Brace yourselves. I think it's gonna explode.
Truly fun. I kind of wish that the big boss battles would last a little bit longer. And it could be just because there are so many people and it doesn't really scale that heavily in the beginning areas. But you know, I barely have time to figure out what's going on before it's over. Don't really get the time to enjoy the big epic fight. But in the same light, it really gets me excited about what's gonna come next, like the big huge dragon battles and you know, even some dovey-dove battles. It just gets me excited for that, to be experience more of that type of epic scale battle and excitement of everything going on around you,
That'd be my friend Quinn.
and everyone doing their part to win, and naturally doing their part to win. You know, you had some players there that knew that they couldn't attack. I don't know if they played it before or whatever, that were concentrating more on the reviving, and you had a group dealing with the small fry while others were attacking the bigger mob. It was just a very exciting battle. All three of them were the worm and the ghost, for the Norn and the Char, were also very exciting. And it's very encouraging that is your first, you know, less than 10 minutes, and you have something that big and epic. Now, unlike my previous characters, I remember to actually equip my offhand weapon, and you can see that by doing so, it changes my weapon skills. Each combination of weapons that you can have changes your skill bar, so you actually have another set of skills that you have to level, and you level by attacking or using the item. Very nice. Very nice way of handling the skills. It's a lot more, should I say, user friendly than in Guild Wars 1 even, which I found to be pretty nice in itself. It gives a nice variety. It also makes it incredibly difficult to master everything. One thing I did want to do, I'm not really going on anything really quest heavy. I did want to show some underwater footage before I end anything. So I'm heading to an area that I know I can't win any fights in. A bunch of level 5 and level 6 mobs, but I just kind of wanted to show how the underwater looked briefly, as I get mauled by a drake here. But again, it's one of those nice little touches that you can tell they spent some effort in doing. You have no breath meter or anything to really worry about, and you get new weapons, or not really new weapons, but you get underwater usable weapons. I think this is either a spear or something. And again, you have a new set of weapon skills that you're going to have to learn. So,
I need healing. Seriously.
very, very impressed. As I try to run away from my foe unsuccessfully. And so I run away into a level 6 bandit who graciously fights off the fish to come back and shoot and kill me again.
In bad shape here.
But that was the underwater combat. I'm sorry there wasn't a whole lot. I didn't really have a whole lot of time to level. I did. I do want to show Lion's Arch, but it's actually far away. The map is humongous, by the way.
It's a strange sensation, but totally safe.
And to get there, I would have had to level up quite a bit to get there. I don't know if there was a warp or anything else. I kind of figured since that was a new element that it's going to get covered pretty well by other people. So while I would like to have seen it myself, there just wasn't enough time. I didn't have enough free time to level up a character in order to get there without getting mauled by everything on the way there. So combat with the thief is very, very comfortable controlling the thief than the definitely better than the ranger. I don't know if it's necessarily smoother for me than the engineer or not, but I can definitely tell where the dodging mechanics and everything do play. You do have a bigger advantage for when you're meleeing instead of range when that comes. And I can tell when really mastered, the thief would be an incredibly fun class. You know, moving, dodging, jumping, doing everything all over the place. It would be a very, very fun class to play. Probably not my first role, though. I am curious to to take it further. It'll definitely probably be my melee class of choice when the time comes. There's a whole lot to learn with it. That stealing ability, you know, you get a kind of a random ability when you steal, which makes it even more difficult to master. Overall, it's a fun class.